Subscribe or they will haunt you. What's the most uncomfortable question you can ask someone? Did you remember to turn the stove off? Do you love me? Why are you gay? Who says I'm gay? You are gay. Went on a camping trip with a friend of mine and her friend who had just met that day. We had a few hour car ride. I was sitting in the back seat and I just happened to be a chill quiet person who keeps to myself. She proceeded to ask me, why are you so quiet? Were you abused as a child? Were your parents overbearing and outspoken so you stay quiet? Bitch, I've barely known you half a day, chill the F out. To guests at a funeral. Do any of you watch pornography? Just have a casual conversation about anything. Corona, politics, grandparents, and ask immediately afterwards, anyway, how's your sex life? The room has taught me a lot about life. Have you ever considered plastic surgery? Can we become best friends after meeting for 3 days? Why do people do that? Why do you have cut marks on your arm? Cat got me. Where'd you get that watch? While you're standing next to someone at the urinal. I was telling someone about some good news I had recently gotten, and they said congratulations. But someone overheard only the last bit and immediately jumped to, wait, are you pregnant? In front of a bunch of other people. Never ask someone if they are pregnant. Wait until they tell you. Otherwise you could make things super awkward if they are pregnant, but they are not ready to tell anyone. They are trying but haven't been successful yet, etc. Some dude to me on Discord, how big are her boobs? I'm a guy. I always thought asking a soldier how many kills they have is the absolute worst thing you can ask. To the gay couple, which one of you is the girl/boy? Actually, we are both the boy. It makes being in a lesbian relationship rather confusing. Depends on the person. For a lot of women, it's so in. Are you guys going to have a baby? I literally had to tell my mill that we are trying and that we haven't used protection for some time now. Embarrassed her enough to back off the topic forever. She's very old school. When are you going to get married/have kids? Especially awkward when someone asks it of you and a good friend of the opposite gender. Not every friendship is a romantic comedy waiting to happen. Sometimes you have platonic chemistry. Is it cool if I shoot some smack real quick? Best results at family gatherings. Tell me about yourself. Windows has decided to shut down. I have a problem where, whenever anyone asks me my favorite book, movie, band, etc., I cannot think of a single thing I've ever seen or heard. Same goes for if, and it would be a rare occasion anyway, I was to do karaoke. I had to save a list of songs that I actually know in my phone notes, so I don't just flip through the songbook in increasing anxiety. Is it in yet? See, I was starting in 4th on a patient. She said something like, I was going to ask you if it was in yet. I didn't even feel it. I wanted to say something like, normally this is the worst thing for a man to hear so bad. But yeah, no, professionalism. Male nurse here. I'm always asking embarrassing questions to the female patients, especially if they're young. Are you currently sexually active? Do you have any STDs? Was asked by the charge nurse to discharge a 16-year-old female patient for vaginal discharge and to tell her how to clean/medicate herself. I told her no. Do you really want a guy to tell a young girl how to clean herself and to not have sex for 3 months while on meds? She agreed and did it herself. Do you think your friends ever regret meeting you? I saw an old high school acquaintance at a club once. She had always been super skinny in HS, but this night she had a very pronounced belly. I assumed since she had always been skinny and only had grown in her belly, that she was pregnant. She was not. Editing this after my BF insisted that I tell the whole story. I can't remember exactly how I asked her, but she replied in a half laugh that she wasn't pregnant. Me, thinking she was joking, replied, oh, just a big lunch then, while patting her stomach. Then I laughed and walked away. My cousin later told me what I had done and informed me that she had a 1-year-old and hadn't lost her baby weight. I will never do that again. What do you think of me? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hey, can we have a talk about your search history? Where's my hug? Lol, this gives me some flashbacks. After work on a Friday, I was saying goodbye to one of my friends and I gave her a hug. Here comes Brett. Hey, where's my hug? So I give him the biggest bear hug, the kind that traps their arms at their sides, and picked him up off the ground. There's your hug, Brett. My friend said he didn't ask much after that, but you bet your balls I'd tell Brett, hey Brett, I got your hug right here buddy, with outstretched arms. He would give me an uncomfortable look like ooh gross. Yeah Brett, that's how you are making everyone feel. Do you have a sister by chance? Have you seen our toothbrush? Edit. Christ, this blew up. Thank you all for the silver/gold. What kind of debt are you in? How come I wasn't invited? Doctor, in front of parents. Are you sexually active? Why does no one love me? I'm not sure if it counts, but if someone asks you, hey, can you move over a seat so I can be next to my friend? Especially if you thought the person asking you was your friend. I once had a stranger tell me I saw that. And I was like, saw what? You were checking out that girl? I honestly had no clue what he was talking about because I seriously wasn't checking out anyone. But he kept insisting that I was, and that I should stop denying it. The dude was like 40. What the f was his problem? Embarrassing, man. What color underwear are you wearing right now? If you come in the back office with me right now, just you and me, are you gonna be cool about it, or be a snitch? Asked by my old boss at a grocery store. He just was offering me shots of Fireball because it was almost closing time on New Year's Eve, but that phrasing, on a scale of 1 to 10 how pretty do you think you are? It's bad because if you give yourself a high score they'll assume that you're egotistical. And if you give yourself a low score they'll either assume that you're insecure or that you're fishing for compliments.